Hi fans.
Welcome to Inside the Actors Studio, Josh and Elaine.
Hi.
Today we're here, we're joined by Forrest Lightheart. Forrest, Aloysius Gonzaga, Badass Lightheart.
Correct.
Who recently, I guess, supporting starred, I don't know how it is, supporting starred in the film Bye Britney as Danja. So let's move on to our first question, shall we? Now, Forrest, did you enjoy getting to rape an innocent 17-year-old girl?
To be honest, I felt a little bad about the whole thing. Because originally my character choice was not going to be that violent, and as the song progressed, it just kind of happened.
Got out of control.
Out of control, it's a good way to put it.
Where did you find inspiration for your character?
Well, in the years preceding the role, I spent a lot of time preparing by listening to a lot of gangsta rap, a lot of NWA, a lot of...
what other artists?
What other artists? Well, a little bit of Mos Def, but he's a little bit too nice for me. Some Ice-T, you know, Cop Killer. What else is there? I like a lot of Flo Rida.
Okay.
He's one of my personal heroes.
How did wearing the eyeball jacket improve your character?
Or inspire, even?
Well, I felt like once I put on that jacket, it was kind of like, what was it like? It's like when Batman puts on his whole bat costume, or you know, when...
Without all the cool gadgets.
Yeah, when Frank Sinatra puts on his tuxedo, because at that point you're really ready to do your thing, and you zip up that eyeball, and then the blackness inside is kind of the transformative.
Right.
Wow.
That's because in that moment of not being able to see, I go from being Forrest Lightheart to being Danja.
In a way, the jacket is like a cocoon.
Exactly.
I just had an intellectual orgasm.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
It's a pretty intense moment. It's a pretty intense experience. It had its downsides, but I think for the most part it's a positive addition to the character.
Now, is there anything in Danja that you see in yourself, or vice versa, that you brought to the character that you brought from your own personal self?
In the first half of the movie, Danja's pretty badass, and I feel like that's a lot of me. But then, as the movie progresses, the poserish half of Danja emerges, and that's where it becomes more of an acting challenge for me, because I'm not that person.
Right. Why did you punch Rachel Goldberg in the face?
It's on everybody's mind.
Okay. So, what I told a lot of people after it happened was that it was kind of an accident. You know, I never took stage combat in drama, which is true, because I didn't take drama 1 too. But I think what it actually was, you know how earlier I was talking about how once I was in that character of Danja, I felt like a black person? I think I saw a little white girl, and something inside me just kind of snapped a little bit. It was... There's an episode of Monk, the TV show, where there's this method actor and he can't get out of his character. He starts thinking he is Monk, when really he's not. It was kind of a moment like that. There was no separation between Danja and myself.
But immediately after the action, you seem to feel that.
Immediately after the action, once I felt the blow on my fist, I realized what had happened, and I brought myself out of character as soon as possible to help the injured victim. Starry Rachel Goldberg, if you're watching this, I really don't hate you. You're not white, you're black at heart. I know that now.
I'm sorry, I'm just really moved.
Yeah, it happens.
What is your favorite Britney Spears song and why?
My favorite Britney Spears song.
I'm not sure that song.
It's not a song. It's probably Toxic. I think that wow 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 was just incredibly. I think it's a good hook, is what I think it is. And just I think there's a lot you can do with that song, and there's a lot of ways to interpret it, and just a lot of ways the song can be taken.
And sorry to just keep bringing this up, but what was it like hitting a girl?
Just the exact feeling. Did you feel good?
It didn't feel good. It's like
in the face.
It's I imagine it would be kind of like throwing a puppy out a window.
Oh,
wow.
That's a metaphor.
You know,
that's a great analogy.
Because it's possible that beforehand you felt justified. The puppy was barking, waking you up, just being obnoxious.
Yeah.
But then, right as it happens, you just see the puppy flying out the window, and it's look of just bewilderment and, and a little
Innocence.
bit, innocence, and a little bit of terror, and you just feel instantly bad about the whole thing.
Right, right.
Sorry, Rachel.
Was that women's tank top your first foray into cross-dressing?
Well, yes, hearing this here first. Nothing that exciting. Like, my best friend when I was very young was a child named Quentin Gregg. Some of you may know him.
I'm aware of him.
You might be aware of his work. When we were really little, we found his mom's high heels and we tried those on to see what it would be like walking around in high heels.
Aww.
And that was interesting. And then I played a role in a movie in 10th grade, a movie about Oedipus Rex. And
I remember seeing this film.
I made a brief cameo as a Theban woman in a dress.
Yes, I recall.
I believe that part of my costume for Hedwig and the Angry Inch was women's clothing.
Oh, yeah.
So to be honest, I'm kind of
Your
experienced.
experience.
So would you call yourself a transvestite?
I wouldn't go that far with the
Okay.
description though.
Maybe next year.
We'll see how
It
college.
depends. Yeah, we'll see what
does.
college does to me.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna get really political here.
Okay.
In your opinion, what is the future of the ghetto white American?
The
Just
ghetto-
like Danja.
Just Danger's future. Well,
Just that people in general, those white
The GYAs.
it's an interesting question because up to this point they have been prospering in our nation's suburban high schools. Yeah, these kinds of people, I think this film in particular does a lot to illuminate the whole problem with them, and that's that they can talk the talk, but they really won't walk the walk. Because, at the end of the film, Danja, I don't want to spoil this, spoiler alert, turn off your special features if you haven't watched the movie yet. At the end of the film, Danja kind of gives away what's happening. And some people might see it as a noble action, but, I mean...
It's a whole whacked up bitch line.
Well, no, it's when he says, "Oh, they went to the Rager," because in the ghetto that kind of thing wouldn't happen. Like if you listen to Ghetto Boys, Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangsta, if you listen to Tupac's music, if you listen to the music of NWA, you'll find out that snitching, no matter what happened, it doesn't matter if you live next to a murderer, you can't snitch on it.
It's frowned upon.
It's heavily frowned upon. Because he needs to solidarity with the community, and the ghetto white person lacks that kind of solidarity with his fellow ghetto white people, and even more than that, his want-to-be fellow black people. And so I feel that sometime within the next 15 years, they're probably going to die out as a species.
Natural selection?
Natural selection, it's going to be, I wouldn't say it's like the dinosaurs, that would be a bit too glorious. It'll probably be more like the dodo.
Oh my God,
Hunted
exactly.
to extinction, yeah. This kind of thing.
Right.
Even the manatee, like they're gonna have to go into SeaWorld and stuff like that.
I hope not. I hope they're
It'll
not.
only be an exhibit.
Because manatees are kind of adorable.
They're kind of fat.
They're kind of
They're
fat.
called the sea cows.
Somehow. But people thought they were mermaids for a long time.
And that's a little bit on the history of the manatee.
I learn and entertainment.
Well, that wraps up all the questions that we have for you, Forrest. Do you have any
Okay.
final words for the audience out there? He will not be going to watch this, but anyway.
I would just say, be true to yourself and peace out.
Wow.
Okay, thank you.